Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Magical Budgets. It is Amanda, and today I am sharing my new binder setup. So I've not been doing a lot of savings challenges, mainly because a lot of my money the last month or two has been going either to vacation or debt payoff. So I've not put, when I've had, you know, $20, $30, I've just went ahead and just stuffed it and not filmed, because I mean it would have been like a minute and a half video and it really wasn't worth it. So I am going to try to start, you know, kind of saving the chunks and doing at least 1 to 2 videos a month with savings challenges, just to do the things, because all of these need to be stuffed for various reasons, and I'm going to go through what all of them are, and just so you can see all my new current binders. So here we go. So this one's been with me for a while. This one is my it's got my 100 envelope challenge. It's got a 52-week challenge. Anyway, so this one has, each one has a designated place. So I did open an Ally account, so I'm putting a lot of my money into it, and I have my savings account broken into buckets, okay? And there's certain savings goals I have, and then certain sinking funds that I need to have, like annually and recurring and stuff like that. So this kind of goes along. So anyway, my 100 envelope challenge is this one is going to finish off what I don't have in my emergency fund. And then when I bought one of my DVC contracts, the initial amount that I put down, it was like for closing costs, and then just like the 10% you put down when you buy property, I guess. Anyway, so what I put down and then the closing costs and everything, I've got that amount saved as a goal in one of my buckets in my savings account. So because I want to put that money back into savings, because I used it was part of some money I got when my father passed away, and I used it and I want to put it back in savings. So that is going to finish off both of those, and you'll see something else with the emergency fund. And so if there's money left over after those two, then this will start going into my beach club, where I bought my beach club contract, and that initial investment that I paid there. So the 52-week challenge is going to my DVC dues for next year. And this one is almost, there's not a whole lot left because it was left over from last year and I just hadn't finished it. Back to school savings, this one is also almost done. But I keep a back to school savings all the time, just because there's always back to school time. This Disney pot used to be for like our Disney vacation, but now this one is also going towards annual dues. Instead of me pulling out of my check for sinking funds, all of my sinking funds are going to come from these. So there's a savings challenge that goes with it in my binder, and so the rest of what comes in here will go towards dues. Here's my emergency savings. So like this one will go to finish it up. This one is the full 1,000. That's what I want in that emergency account or bucket. And so there's some money already in there. I've got some placeholders, and then I think that 5 is the only thing that's like real cash in there. But I just keep adding to, and then whatever I need to finish it off will come out of that other one once they get funded. You know how it goes. This is the penny savings, and so it is going in the vacation pot. This is it's $231. It's just piggy banks, and I just numbered them 1 to 21. So this will go in the closed pot for the girls. The Alice in Wonderland, love that one. This one is also going to DVC dues. And then the Winter Savings Challenge, which I realize it's June, but obviously my money has not been going into savings challenges. So this one will also go into the closed pot, because the seasonal ones are all going into close. So that is number 1. So then we have the stitch binder. So this is for our Disney vacation. I've already got it booked for next May. Very excited, but I went ahead and wrote out how much everything was going to be. And yes, and went ahead and put everything in here. So so like this one, travel, we are going to fly this time. There's already $100. There's I think about $200 in my Disney bucket. So 100 I went ahead and assigned to travel. So this will be $1,000. So that will pay for our flight and our transportation to and from the airport. And remember, that's for 5 people. So just keep that in mind. I don't think it'll cost that much, but I want to have $1,000 just in case. The hotel, I use my DVC points for our hotel room, so I don't need money for the hotel. But I did put, this is for Genie Plus. So we'll see if we need it. The 1st of May is usually a pretty good time to go crowd-wise because schools haven't let out yet. So it's not, and it's past spring break. It's kind of that lull time in between. So I'm hoping we don't need Genie more than 2 days. We didn't over spring break, so I don't see why we would need it more than that in May. So anyway, this one is for Genie Plus, and it has a savings challenge in it. All of these have savings challenges, and see, I didn't do that before. I was just like trying to figure out how much money to put in. But each one of them have a savings challenge that will add up to the amount of money we need. This one is for dining, so I've got $19.50 for dining because my husband's gonna go this year. I'm so excited. So anyway, so this is for the whole family. I don't think we'll spend that much because I just don't. But anyway, I figure if we have that much money, we'll be fine. I figured $2,000, but I get Disney gift cards, and so with $2,000, we'll get like $100 extra. Does that make sense? I hope so. It'll cost $1,900 for $2,000 worth of gift cards. I think that makes sense. So dining, tickets. This is a lot of tickets. Cost a lot of money. So the other 100 is already assigned to tickets. I've not decided yet if I'm just going to get like multi-day park hoppers, or if I'm going to go ahead and get annual passes for me and the girls, because there's a really good chance we may go back next fall, and it'll be cheaper for me to get annual passes for us than to have to buy all new tickets for the fall trip. So we'll see. Extra magic money, obviously I take $500 for extra, just in case. It's extra money just in case. Shopping, this gets divvied amongst me and all 3 girls, so $300 for me, $100 for each of them. I didn't use all mine this year, and half of mine went to gifts that I brought back for other people. So and then sorry, so this money is for like Park Hopper Plus tickets. This is, if I fill this up, then I have the money to upgrade us to annual passes. And that's for all 5 of us. But my husband said if we go back in the fall, he probably won't go. I'll probably end up taking my niece. So I wouldn't have to upgrade his, just mine and the girls. So it wouldn't cost that much. And because I'm a direct DVC member, I can get the Sorcerer passes. I don't have to get the Incredipass. So the Incredipass is like $1,500, I think, but the Sorcerer Pass is $1,000. And if you're paying $800 for 7-day or 6-day park hoppers, then $300 more, and you can go back as many times you want through the year. It just depends on if you're actually going to go back. All right, so there's our Disney binder. This one is our Christmas binder. So again, I said I'm not pulling out the money just to put in an envelope from my check anymore. I'll pull out so much to go in the Christmas binder, and that's the way I'm going to do it. So this one is for that big single page, I think. No, it's not. This is just the money that's already in the account that I had already put in from the first of the year. So I think there's $300 in there. anyway, and then you've got this one's 1,000, and then this one is 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. And then these are 10 a piece. These are from my winter challenge. My winter challenge bundle, I believe. And then the cookies are 5 a piece. Those, each candy's 5 a piece. The cards are 10 a piece. And then this Christmas one is from Jordan Budgets, I believe. And so I did each tree is 5, which will be 200. And then if you put 5 in each of those, it's 55. So all together, my goal is to have about $2,000 for Christmas. So all of those. I also had this one. I've got this whole bundle, and I can't for the I think it's Quaint Prints Designs. Anyway, I got her whole bundle of these and printed them all out. So you will see these in various places around all these binders, just because I've got them and I want to use them. I'm trying to use up all the ones I've got printed, so then I can either buy more or just reprint, or probably a combination of the two. Alright, so this one is, I think, like various. Is this various savings? Or is this? No, I think this one is supposed to be for debt. So this one is my Disney 100 envelope challenge, and this is going towards paying off my loans for my DVC contracts. I do have 2 loans right now. So if I can get this one done, I can get one completely paid off and then put a chunk on the other one. So I'll probably end up meeting in the middle somewhere when I get enough in here to pay off the first one, and then we'll just keep going to get the second one. This is one that I had to do for paying off my US bank card. So I started it, but then I ended up not using the money out of it, so it's just staying in here. So as soon as it's done, I'll make a payment on whichever credit card that I'm currently working on, and that'll just be, you know, a payment on it. $250, roll the dice, same thing. When I get finished, I will take it and make a payment either on a loan or a credit card that I'm working on. I figured this is just the easiest way to say, okay, $250 on whatever needs to go on. This one's $100, so this will go on, I don't know. All of these are just, when they get done, they're going on whatever debt goal I'm working on. This one and this one I had already started filling out, and then I quit them. So I'm trying to just, like right now, that one has $10 in it. So until I get it refilled up to my point, then I won't color anymore. But they're going to go towards payoffs. And then that one's $224. So whenever I have dollars left over, I had $6. So I just colored in 3 2s. But this teal binder is just debt payoff. So as I complete a challenge, then I'll use it to pay on one of my debts. Alright, this one is for, like, I'm thinking like variable sinking funds for the most part. So it's purple because it's all the things I love. Blue's actually my favorite color. But, so you'll see some stuff you've probably seen before. This is the girl stuff. So this one has a clothing challenge in it. This one is from that Quaint Prints set. So I just put $20 a piece for those. So that will go in the clothes bucket. I want to get up to like $500 rolling in that clothing bucket, just because girls grow. And Peyton, I swear, she grew. I bet she's grown 5 inches in the last year. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And her shoe size is like 2 sizes bigger than mine now. And she's only 11. I'm just like stressing out, people. Anyway, so each of the girls has their own envelope and a, I put the month, their birth month in here. So Peyton is July, so each one is 20. When I fill that up, I'll take that money and put it in her savings account. Piper's is in March, which is super cute, because I have a really hard time finishing those in a month, and I thought, well, wouldn't that be cute just to do it for their birth month? And then Maddie's is in August. Luckily, they all have different birth months, so I was able to use 3 different ones. So cute. Pantry restock. This is like my Sam's haul thing, savings. So this one's $7.50. No, I don't spend $7.50 when I go to Sam's, but I do spend a good $300 probably whenever we go. So that would get us, you know, 2 good runs to Sam's, which would be great. 2 to 3, because sometimes it's just like 2 something. Holidays. So there's several holiday challenges that I had. So I started off with just the fall one. So because fall's coming up next, technically it's still spring. But anyway, I did the fall one. I might be done with it by fall. We'll see. And I love to decorate for fall. Self-care. So this is the mom pot. I do have a mom bucket. So as I finish that one, it will go in my bucket. Lord knows I don't need anything, but it's there. The next big thing, I don't know what this is for. It may be for the house fund. It may just, I don't know. It may be for vacation, but I did $1,500 on it because big things usually cost big amounts. Debt, you know, I always save for debt until I get all the debt paid off. So $7.50 on that one. That will be a good chunk off of something once it's finished. Car, tax, and tag. Right now my car tax and tag runs, what did I do? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. It's like 140, 150 some dollars. So 180 will be plenty. So there's that. Home savings. Obviously this is not going to come close, but I did 20 a piece for each of the pieces of furniture, and I keep hitting the table and shaking. I'm so sorry. So there's the house fund. Pet savings. We do have a doggy now, so I am going to start putting back for pet things. And travel savings. This obviously is for vacation, and this is for, like, our plan is to do our Disney trip in the spring, and then either in the summer or fall we either do a beach trip. In 2 years, we're wanting to do a good, like, 2-3 week cross-country trip. And so that will cost some money and take some planning. So anyway, this is my month ahead binder. So I switched it to these big ones because I think almost all of these have, like, these big ones, and a lot of times they don't like to come in and out of those small envelopes very much. So I just did, and especially because this is going to be some larger amounts, I didn't really do one for income because I figure once I fill all of these up, then I'll probably just write on here that, you know, month 1 is covered, and then I'll start filling them again to get month 2 covered and month 3 covered. So I got these cards off of Amazon. I will link them below. I'll also link Quaint Prints on here. So I just went through with some of the ones she already had and just picked one to go in each one. I pay about $2,400-$2,500 a month on debt each month, just to try to pay some extra. Some months it may not be that much, but that's the goal. So $2,250 I figured was good for that. Savings, I think I did $250. Yeah, so a $250 challenge in there, so that could go to savings. I don't really know why I need a month ahead savings. Anyway, personal, I do $50 a week for personal, so $200 for the month. And I just really liked, I've had these challenges forever, and I was like, okay, you just need to do it. So utilities, so that would be internet and power. So I did 20, I did that one. I don't know if that will cover. I know it'll cover like our house phone and our internet, but it may not, it won't cover all of the electric, I don't think. Or it'll cover electric and won't cover the other. Anyway, housing, I did 1,000. We are planning to build a house, so I don't know if we'll borrow the money or if we're just going to try to save and build. We'll see. Entertainment, I did 100 for it for the month. If we go to the movies or if we go bowling or whatever, you know, $100 may get us 2 trips out. I don't know. Groceries, we do not spend this much on groceries. I usually spend somewhere between $150 and $200 a week for groceries, which Even if I spend $200 a week, that's only $800 a month. But that also gives us a cushion for if we eat out a couple times, or a Sam's trip. So that would cover one Sam's trip and then $200 in groceries for the month, or each week for the month. Education, this has $350 right now. My student loans are, I pay $260 I think right now, but then next June something changes and I start paying $340 maybe. Anyway, so that will go up, and so I wanted to make sure that there was money to account for that. Transportation, this is my car loan? Yeah, because it's $350. So that will make my car payment, which it's funny because this one and this one I also included in my total for what I pay in debt. So yeah, I'm off. But anyway, I have extra money. You know, I'll take it. Miscellaneous, you know, you always have to have your rainy day fund. So my rainy day fund is $100. So there you go. There's your emergency. There's your, I need to eat out today because I just can't do it. You know, I have those. This is $50 a month towards insurance. Basically, when I have extra dollars left over, it goes towards that. Our insurance is more than $50 a month, but my husband pays it. But I figured, it, you know, if I could throw him an extra $50 here and there, he would probably be more than happy. So there are all of my challenge binders and sinking funds and savings, and I spent one day this week just going through and setting all these up, because sometimes I get a little lost in translation, so, and I forget what I'm doing, and I'm not consistent. So I'm trying to be more consistent. All of these will cover all of the things I need to save for. Yeah, I think. One thing I do need to add, and I didn't, and it may come out of, I'm sure there was one or two in here that I was like, well, I'm really not sure what that's for. Subscriptions, because I don't have money put back for my Disney Plus, my Canva, and then like where I've started my blog, my new like stuff that will come due next year for my blog. I need to go ahead and start and make sure I have money for that. So I need to add that, or assign something in here for that expense. I'm not going to do that on camera because that will be crazy. But one of these I will reassign. I'll figure out how much all my subscriptions are for the year, and that will go towards that amount. Yeah, that makes more sense. Or I'll add an envelope and it'll be, you know, my Disney Plus subscription is yada yada. So anyway, lots to think about. So let me know, how do you, like, I don't know. Tell me what you think about this. Is this way too much? Maybe that's what I'm asking. It's a lot to keep up with. But I figure everything has a place, and when I consolidate money and put, and take out cash and everything to put in the bank, I'll know exactly where it's going if I've labeled it. If I've not labeled it, I forget. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed seeing all the binders, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.